Hey everyone, so in this video I'm going to give you a step-by-step guide on how I would get to 10k CRO right now so that you can follow and use this. If you already have 10k CRO or more, we'll use it to make your next 10k CRO. Now I'm not just going to say DCA, dollar cost average, trade, stake, and end the video like that. I want to go into details on how I would DCA, trade, and stake, and where, and break it down into segments to your first 1,000 CRO, from 1,000 to 2,500 CRO, from 2,500 to 5,000 CRO, and from 5,000 to 10,000 CRO. If you enjoy this breakdown and want to see more of them, let me know in the comments. If you're new to the channel, my name is Ben. I've made over 6 figures trading crypto. I'm on a journey to 10k a month of passive income, and I want you to join me on this journey. Now we're going to begin with going from 0 to 1,000 CRO and what we should do to get us to that point on our journey. So the first step that we need to focus on to reach 1,000 CRO is to get a Ruby Steel. In order to get this, it will take $4,000 worth of CRO staked on their platform, which at the time of recording this video would be around 800 CRO to get this card. But regardless, this should be our main focus. This card will allow us to start earning cash back on lots of purchases we make. You will earn 2% back on those purchases, and it doesn't sound like much, but it will add up over time. Every time you go out to eat like Taco Bell and get one of those box combos for $5 to $7, that'll be an extra 10 to 15 cents that you'll get back. Now, one of my favorite parts about this is when CRO is at a cheaper price and you're using your card and earning these extra CRO with the cash back. Once it goes back up or takes off, it's like your cashback rewards are doubling or tripling as well. I had some purchases back in January of last year, and I got 2 to 3% cash back when CRO was between 5 and 7. Now it's 5 to 10 times higher, so I've gotten 10 to 30% cash back instead, which is unheard of. One example is I earned 169 CRO back from a Spotify rebate in January of last year, which was like $13 back, and now that CRO is worth more than $80. This is the power of this debit card. Spotify is another great perk to this card because you'll get a rebate of up to $13 for the dual Spotify if you use that. So you can save money if you're already paying for Spotify. Plus, it's going to get you approximately $156 worth more of CRO each year. If you do get your card, you need to make sure that you go into your Spotify settings and change your method of payment to your new card, otherwise you won't get that rebate each month. Now, I would also recommend you do this with any other subscriptions that you have. Make sure you change your payment method to this card so that you're earning some cash back for it. Now, this is how I would focus on getting this card and getting your first 1,000 CRO. Dollar cost average about 50 to 100 bucks a week into CRO. If you can only do 10 to 20 bucks, that's totally fine. It'll just take a little longer to reach the goal. When you're buying more each week, I'd recommend using the Crypto.com app. I learned an awesome way to avoid some of the big fees on the app from a buddy in our Discord. It is going through the DeFi wallet and sending USDC or USDT. You'll end up with about an 80-cent USDC fee for the withdrawal, and then about a 0.8 CRO fee for swapping. But this works better when you're using large amounts, so it'll just be easier to buy on Crypto.com when you use 10 to 100 bucks a week, since you'll be paying about 20 cents to $1.50. Once it's above roughly 100 bucks, you should definitely go with this method because it'll save you a lot in the long run. Thank you, Gerald, for sharing this. Don't worry about putting any of the CRO on the DeFi wallet because most of it will go to the card, and later on we'll put some on the DeFi wallet, especially because we don't want to have to wait 28 days for it to unbond before we can even get the card. There's no guarantee to how fast you can get this much CRO, but the Ruby Steel card could be accomplished in 4 to 12 weeks, depending on how much you can dollar cost average. Price action can also make it faster or take longer. One of the things that we'll go into more detail is a way that you can dollar cost average more each week if you aren't satisfied with the amount you're using. It's by starting a side hustle. Think of ways you can earn a little extra income throughout this video. There are so many things out there to make some extra income, especially online. I know people that flip couches, phones, collectibles like Pokemon cards or sports trading cards that have made good profits on them. Congrats, you now should have your first 1,000 CRO. Next step is to get 2,500. As you continue to dollar cost average each week, you should start to send this CRO to the DeFi wallet so that you can start earning 12% staking on that. You'll need to select a validator, which is basically the person in charge when you're staking, and they're helping you earn the CRO. These validators usually charge a commission fee for using their pool to stake on. Some of the validators have a 0% commission at the time of this recording, and I'd recommend looking for one of these and using them. This might change in the future, so just try to find one with a cheaper commission. Even at 10%, you'll still earn 11% on your CRO after these commission fees. At this point, you can start to restake your rewards in the DeFi wallet every couple days and more often as you get more CRO. I made a video explaining a formula that tells you how to maximize your CRO rewards, so check it out if you haven't seen it. And a bonus tip, when you want to add more CRO to the same validator, make sure that you claim the rewards or restake them right before. The first time I added more CRO to my wallet, I had earned like 5 CRO and thought it would just carry over when I added the new CRO. Nope, it went back to 0 for my rewards, and I was like, what the heck? Me being dumb, I forgot about this and made the same mistake like 2 to 3 times, so don't be like me. It's now time to decide on a side hustle that you can work with some extra hours. I've tried just about anything and everything and have made money with tons of different things. I even picked tangelos from my friend's neighborhood orchard in high school, and we made a few $100 from just a few hours of picking boxes and boxes of them and selling them to someone. I've flipped a couch before for a $60 profit. I've helped people move, I've cleaned houses, and much more. Be creative and find something you enjoy doing and think of ways that you can make money. This has been a key method to one of my buddies to getting CRO and building up his portfolio. If you love music, you can try and write songs for other people or try to create your own music. Even though this is a lot of work and I've done it myself, if it's something you really enjoy, you can always learn new ways to make more and build up this side income. Let's say you write a few songs and have them on streaming platforms and they aren't getting much recognition. You can go to open mic spots and sing and perform and try to get yourself in the door to do gigs at places. It'll be hard work and take some time, but this can be a nice way to earn some extra side income. If you enjoy manual labor or handiwork, there are tons of odd jobs that you can find on Craigslist or something of the sort from people that need help. Find one that you enjoy and could do for a long time. This will take you far and help you get a lot more CRO in the long term. Doing this side hustle while continuing to dollar cost average each week and stake on DeFi, you can make this faster than you think. Now we gotta go from 2,500 to 5,000 CRO. First thing I would add to the mix is trading a portion of our CRO. I would say 20% of your CRO send over to KuCoin to make some small swing trades every 10 to 20% moves. I would send 500 CRO over to KuCoin to get started. Then I would split up that into 20 separate trades of 25 CRO. I have buy orders every 10 to 20% and sell orders every 10 to 20%. This will set you up for any scenario. So if the market decides to go up or down, it'll hit some of our orders and we can expect to make some profits. So for example, I have buy orders starting at 30 cents, 34, 38, 43, and 48 cents. Then I have sell orders at 57, 63, 70 cents. And the best part of doing these trades like this is each time a sell order hits and then the buy order hits, you'll have 10 to 20% more CRO. So now you'll have 28 CRO instead of 25. You can start to see a big increase in the CRO by increased volatility in the market. I have made a huge portion of my CRO from this. As you get a lot more CRO in some of your orders, let's say for example, one of your orders of 20 CRO is now up to 100 CRO, you could split that order in half into 50 and put 50 in a much higher price so that you have more CRO to sell at higher prices. Now the downside to the strategy is you might sell early and miss out on a lot of profits. Now since this is a possibility to sell early, this is why we're only using 20% of our holding. If you manage to make an additional 2 to 5 CRO per trade and you can get 5 to 10 trades a month, that would be 10 to 50 CRO each month to help us get to our goal faster. The dollar cost average will be the fastest way to get the desired amount, but as we get higher amounts of CRO, the staking and trading will surpass the amount we get from dollar cost averaging. You should have between 1,000 to 2,500 CRO being staked in the DeFi wallet at this point, and that is 120 to 300 extra CRO a year that you'll earn. This comes out to 2.3 to 5.7 CRO you'll be earning each week. Make sure you're still restaking every day or so to maximize your earnings. Now we're moving on to 5,000 to 10,000 CRO. We can start by sending another 500 CRO over to add to our trading positions, and we can increase these amounts that we're trading with. We can increase them to 50 to 75 CRO depending on the amount that we have on there now. This will bring us in more profits each trade and help us compound even faster. This is also a great time to work on scaling your side hustle. If you're flipping items for a profit, time to start increasing the volume or go for items of higher value. You'll start increasing your income from doing this, and it will make a big difference down the line. I heard this quote the other day that said something along the lines of, increasing your income is one of the important factors in building wealth. Budgeting, saving, and living below your means are essential, but there's only so much you can cut down from your expenses. You need to find ways to increase your income. When I started trading crypto a few years ago, I didn't have a job at the time to invest more into crypto, so I went for the past 2 to 3 years not investing any more money into my portfolio. Whereas my buddy had a job the whole time, and even though we were around similar portfolios starting out, he surpassed me by 3 to 5 times because of the increased income. This is the power of increasing your income and should be a huge focus of yours. If you aren't really able to scale much for that side hustle, you think of other things that you can do that can be scalable and maybe cut back on some of those hours. If you're door dashing, there are only so many hours you can do this a day. You could start like a YouTube channel about it while you DoorDash and document your experiences and challenges and how much money. People love to watch those kind of videos. If you aren't super passionate about it, think of new side hustles that you can work on while you're door dashing. Brainstorming for a certain amount of time each day is really important to coming up with great ideas. I try and think of new ideas, video topics for at least 30 minutes a day. I know Mr. Beast says he'll spend hours a day just thinking of ideas and letting his brain work. Reading books has also been one of my favorite things I've started doing the past year, and has helped inspire me in so many different ways. Reading books on business, side hustles, and investing, etc. can really inspire you and help you create an awesome side hustle. I recently got a Kindle for reading, and for some reason, I'm way more focused reading on the Kindle, and I feel like I can read a lot faster, so it helps me focus and get a lot more out of the book that I'm reading. Our staking on the DeFi wallet will grow from 3,500 to 7,000 in this stage, and we'll be earning roughly 420 to 840 CRO a year, which comes out to 8 to 16 CRO a week. At this point, we can start looking at staking some of this CRO on VBS Finance for a higher APY if it's still available to us. Our next goal that we should be working on is getting an upgraded Jade Green or Royal Indigo card. You would need about 8,000 to 10,000 CRO at the time of this recording to get that card. I would recommend not putting everything in there. Continue with your CRO that you're trading on KuCoin and the CRO that you're staking, and I would say once you have between 15 to 20,000 CRO, you can go ahead and upgrade to the next card. And after all this hard work and consistency, you should now be at 10,000. Congrats, it has taken some time to achieve this, but you'll now be setting yourself up for the next 10K CRO to be even faster to accomplish. Let me know if you want to see a guide from 10,000 to 25,000 CRO and more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, as always, keep it in the green.